said, "This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. It's over."
The Gypsy King retained his WBC heavyweight world title as he floored his opponent with a massive right uppercut, a punch he says will be his last as a professional boxer, and insists money will not be a factor in keeping him in boxing. In today's video, we'll see what signs Tyson Fury is really giving up on his professional boxing career, and the Gypsy King Tyson Fury will get what if he hangs up his gloves at the moment. But before hitting the video, remember, like, subscribe, and tap that icon bell so you never miss out on updates from Boxing Insane.
Tyson Fury!
34-year-old Tyson Fury told BT Sport he promised his lovely wife Paris that after the third fight with Deontay Wilder, he would put his boxing career on hold. However, he then got offered a fight at Wembley Stadium and thought he owed it to the fans and every person in the UK to come here and fight. Prior to his WBC heavyweight title with Dillian Whyte, again undefeated world heavyweight champion Tyson Fury insisted it was his last bout. Around 94,000 fans, the most in British boxing history, fill Wembley's in Fury's farewell, and he confirmed his retirement at the post-fight press conference in a heartfelt speech.
Is that the last one for you? Or what?
Me, I'm done. I'm out.
I said, "This is going to be the last fight, babe. I just don't want to do it anymore." And she said, "Yes, I'm happy. Let it be the last fight." And then after the fight,
The King must retire on top of the world. Fury tells Time in a Zoom conversation from London. He reveals he's won every belt there is to win in the game and had plenty of money. He said there's lots of money to be earned for him, but he's come from nothing. It's never been about money. He's not a money person.
Thank you so much.
Instead of avoiding punches, he's looking forward to school runs and drives anywhere. He's very secure, very comfortable. Perhaps he feels like a king on top of the glory of the boxing world, and he can't find another worthy opponent. For Fury, it's time to enjoy the final hurrah, spend time with his family, wife, and kids. His promoter, Frank Warren, told BT Sport that if it was going to be the last fight, it'll be the last fight. That's Fury's decision. He's the guy getting in the ring. If it is his last fight, he has gone out on such a high.
I'm out. Finished. This is my final fight. I'm done.
What does Fury own after the bout against Dillian Whyte? Let's look at his net assets. According to reports, the showpiece at Wembley on Saturday could provide a substantial boost to Fury's overall net worth. He was set to make at least £25 million from the bout, 80% of the successful £33 million purse bid from promoter Frank Warren. That earned.
Fancy seeing you here, MTV. I'm Tyson Fury. Now come and have a look at my crib. Come on.
That earner will reportedly take Fury's net worth to an estimated £130 million, putting him ahead of the likes of Anthony Joshua at $90 million and Wilder at $20 million. Although Fury is clearly making money and winning fights, the man himself has said that Saturday night is the final time he plans to step inside a boxing ring. However, sports fans have cast doubt over whether the Gypsy King will hang up his gloves. Given he's in the peak years of his career and the market's clearly there for Fury to make many more millions in these final stages of his fighting days, it would be a surprise if he was not lured back into action, regardless of what happens under the Wembley arch on Saturday. His reputation. If he retires and never returns, Fury has plenty of facts in his favor pointing to greatness. For starters, he's only the second heavyweight champion to retire undefeated since Rocky Marciano, and only the fourth lineal champion to call it a day with a title in his possession, after Gene Tunney, Marciano, and Lennox Lewis.
We are Spartans!
Fury's CV also possesses several standout features. He toppled a longtime heavyweight king in Klitschko and also twice destroyed arguably the most heavy-hitting, albeit technically deficient heavyweight title holder in the form of Wilder.
Stay away from the ropes. He does not look good. Right hand. It's teeing up. The corner's in. And this one is over. Tyson Fury has become the new.
His adaptability, coupled with his remarkable durability and facility, and coming back from adversity. He's climbed off the canvas 6 times in his career and gone on to win or draw every time. In terms of longevity, Fury's status is also open to debate. Technically, he's been the lineal champion since 2015, but he's only fought 7 times in 6 years since, and not all of these have been universally recognized as world title fights. All things considered, we'd probably place Fury somewhere around number 15 in the greatest in heavyweight history. It's above Klitschko, but he is below the likes of Evander Holyfield, Sonny Liston, Jack Dempsey, Gene Tunney, Mike Tyson, and Jim Jeffries.
We see, watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me.
Whatever you think he ranks now or in the future, one thing's for sure, Tyson Luke Fury has made his mark on heavyweight history. And it'll be fascinating to see where his career goes next. So will he really retire? While Fury remains WBC heavyweight champion, there'll always be a layer of skepticism about his retirement talk among fans. They believe he could be tempted back in for both the millions he could earn and the prestige he could add to his resume if he participates in a championship match. Sports fans are used to false retirements, a la Tom Brady. Muhammad Ali retired and unretired a few times. George Foreman quit in 1977, then again in 1997, at the age of 48. Floyd Mayweather said he was stepping away from boxing after his 2007 win over Oscar De La Hoya, but he fought a dozen more times after.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague.
Fury's wife Paris reveals that he could be tempted by a unification bout with the champion back into the ring, suggestive of a potential undisputed clash with the winner of the rematch between Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury's father, John Fury, doesn't believe his son will retire at the peak of his career. While Tyson has spoken during the build-up to the all-British clash at Wembley Stadium about his plans to hang up the gloves, regardless of the outcome of the bout, John Fury, Tyson's father, insists he believes there's no chance of his son stepping away from the sport in the near future. Speaking at Tuesday's public workout, he said, 94,000 people change a man's mind in a second. Where can you go after that? You can't go back to normality. You can't go to picking your kids up at school, reading the paper, going for coffee at Starbucks. You want a bit more.
Your girl, she's called Minnie, and she's a Chihuahua, and she's very nice, and she loves Dad. And she stinks sometimes.
We're all right for a few weeks, but I'm his dad and I know him better than anybody. It won't be his last fight. He's got Usyk and he's got Joshua yet, the winner of the two. That's enough to bring any man back. And that'll be another crowd of 100,000 with the winner of them. So what's he gonna do? Watch all that take place while sitting home drinking coffee? That's not Tyson Fury. Tyson has not lost a fight since turning pro in 2008 and is widely considered to be the best heavyweight in the world. Former heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis also predicted that Tyson Fury will only make good on his promise to retire after he's beaten Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua. Lewis, however, keeps him that Fury is the division's top fighter and that at least will keep him in action until he's fought Usyk. You look at the guys who are out there, Lewis told PA News. Can he beat them? He probably can. Just does he want to beat them? It's really up to him. He's the top heavyweight in the world right now. The news that Fury now intends to retire has not been popular with boxing fans, and pundits now worry they'll never see the Gypsy King taking on Alexander Usyk or Anthony Joshua. There's too many temptations, not only in money, but also in glory and challenge for Tyson Fury. So do you think Tyson Fury will continue his boxing career? Will he choose Joshua, Usyk, or retirement? Comment down below. Tell us what you think. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and tap that icon bell so you never miss another video from Boxing Insane. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.